Thank you so much for joining us today. As above, so below. This is Moon Day in honor of my head Arisha Mafedifun Yanza Oya and also Mafedifun Babaluaye. To each and every one of you guys. If this is your first time tuning in, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs. Those are the African traditional religions by which we harness, direct, and disperse energy, frequency, and vibration. To each and every one of you guys, thank you so much as you're being notified that we're live. Thank you so much for being a part of this platform. This is for melanated people that are in the church that are practicing the ATRs and that are practicing the black arts, and those also for those who have left the church that practice the ATRs but they have church influence. To each and every one of you guys, first of all, salutations to my madrina, to my padrino, and to my oba, and to all of my brothers and sisters all over the globe that practices in the ATRs. Thank you so much for being with us on tonight. This is I had a long day, so I just had to try to get some rest. But I am rocking my Fedi Fun Orula. This is the diviner of the Orishas. Divination was handed to him in one of the stories from Shango. But Orula, if Orula says left, right, or whatever, it's law, basically. And so, therefore, even through my process, me and the Minister Mario going through Orula to get our head Orisha confirmed is very, very important. To get your confirmation, it would have to come through Orula or Tata or Oriente, and so therefore, but normally it's verified through a ruler, so which is in the Yoruba faith, I should say, it's law with a ruler. Thank you so much. What's up, my crab cakes in the house? Monique 444, and then my baby Scorpio, and then we have Demetrius, my Gemini, and then Mama Susan Gemini. What's up there? Love is love. Thank you so much for being with us on tonight. I want to, like lately, what I have been trying to do in my lives and trying to do to help educate with the mindset of understanding that everybody did not come up the way that I came up in magic. I've been doing magic since I was a child. I am 51 years of age in December 52. I want to say salutations to my Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Hello to each and every one of you guys. I want to say that these lives are very important for anybody that takes spirituality seriously. I was telling Mother Susan, I was talking to her, because what I try to tell people is when you are not interested in hearing things that pertain to magic and universal laws, and this aspect of teaching does not interest you, it lets me or any spiritualist know how unserious you are about spirituality. Anybody that practices the black arts know that there's an immense amount of learning that goes into being proficient in spirituality, because your gift, your talent, or your ability can only take you so far. You still have to know how to direct, harness, and disperse energy, frequency, and vibration. You also know how to, from a business aspect, of how to make your particular practice successful. You have to know how to market yourself. So when you have people that listen to these lives and in entirety, whether they are beginners, intermediate, or advanced, it lets that individual know how serious they are about their spirituality. These are the things that allow me and other practitioners to know who's here for the lifestyle of spirituality, whether in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo. What's up, my Boaz is in the house. Thank you so much for being with me, Bo, my Pisces. And then I got somebody else came. I think that's Tree Rhonda. I don't have my glasses on, so burning myself with you in. That is Tree Rhonda. What's up, my Aries? There goes Pisces Goddess in the house. This is for my Natasha Foster, my aphrodisiac. See, when you hot, you just hot. And see, when your fire has been blown on, it's still smoking. When you got it, just got it. That's all I was trying to really say. I want to say to each and every one of you guys, thank you so much for... I've been going through a lot of ceremonies. And I'm going to say some things tonight as a Sagittarius, Moon in Aries, and Rising sign Pisces. And I like to keep it real. What's up, my 69? So you can, my 69, you either call me Sir Lickum or Sir Stickum. Either way, the adjective applies. What's up, my 69? How you doing? And then I got, oh, what's up, God? I want the love in the house. Now, I'm going to say some things that may seem at one point that has nothing to do with spirituality, but it does have a lot to do with spirituality. And those that have been following me and being a part of this platform for a considerable amount of time have been supporting what I've been doing out here. I'm going to say some real stuff because the moon is about your growth. Without the moon, nothing can grow on planet Earth. And so when we are born into this realm, we receive a portion of that lunar energy. And my particular lunar energy is in Aries. And so this is how I grow through the energy of Aries, the aspect of Aries in the moon. So your growth has a lot to do with your moon sign, your mother. How you grow, how you develop, your cycles, your seasons. That's why all of that stuff is important. No matter what you pray, what you conjure, what your path is, if you don't understand your season, your cycles, and what makes you grow, your high tide, your low tide, all of that matters to your everyday manifestation and protection. I'll tell you what this is in a minute. Well, in a couple of. So, those that do not know, I recently received Kobiende Impalo. And so, in honor of my Orishas and my Loas, my Kisi, my Pungos, I want to say to many, and my ancestor Egun, I want to say that I'm going to share some things tonight, and I've said this to many occasions and many situations. The mere fact that I am sharing with melanated people information that they would not have gotten from their mother, their father, they would not have gotten from any other practitioner, because of the simple fact that in order to share certain information, you have to know certain information. And what I do is I interconnect these information with various of tradition and hope that melanated people will catch on to why this is essential, why this is necessary. To try to do magic outside of having a clarity of knowing, you're going to spend a lot of time, energy, and resources in things and a part of things that do not benefit you. If this live is not resonating, please, sir and ma'am, this is a monetized channel, so if you got questions, super chat, you got comment. Other than that, fine. Thank you for coming in and helping the algorithm, but please immediately dismiss yourself before my moderators tap in. So, my subject tonight is nothing matters until it matters. And one of the things that I want to start off talking about tonight is the one that have been following me for years. And I want y'all to really think about this. Me as an apostle, a pastor, a melanated black man with a small African church. Now listen to the significance of this. Think about everything that you have donated, everything that you have supported. I have never come on social media and said that I was endeavoring to do something. Whether it was my crowning, Minister Mario's crowning, the support that Mother Susan got, the support that Chloe's gotten, the support I've gotten through my culture. Anything that I have come on social media and presented to the masses, that's even my church family, and that's also to my platform and my tribe. I want y'all to think gay, straight, or bi. I need y'all to really pay attention on why this is significant. If I told you that I was raising money for something, I actually did that. It is no different than you going to an Impungo or Ancestor or Orisha or Loa to petition them to help assist you in something. It is important for you to follow through. The reason why I share this is because most of us in Christianity believes that God understands and God knows our heart. So you can not keep your word. You can break oath and there's no consequences. Sir and ma'am, that is certainly not true. If you do not understand the tapestry, the attire of my tradition, or my acknowledgement of my egons or rishas or loas, sir and ma'am, that is perfectly fine. What is not ethical, what is not proper, is to come on my live as a Sagittarius and think you're trying to be funny. And when I start talking about your dry pussy ass mammy, when I start talking about your deep throat ass daddy, when I talk about your deep booty ass uncle, all of a sudden you get offended because I'm a preacher and a pastor, but you feel very comfortable coming on this live and trying to be disruptive. Now, I'm a teacher, but not like a teacher in the system. I'm a teacher of life. And there's consequences of dealing with somebody whose North Node sits in Capricorn. You understand? I believe in the consequence. I will bring you instant karma. Now, what is funny is that the fact that you can be in good pussy and can't fuck. The fact that you can be sticking some tight ass and they can't still feel it because your shaft is so small. Though there's so much in your life that is funny and that is a joke that you need to be laughing at, but you won't take out that time. That you will come here and display your ignorance of what I am doing all around the world. Everybody here that understands what I practice and what I'm doing, everything makes sense. But to your ignorant ass, see, the mere fact that you ain't got your real name, you don't have your picture, shows your cowardry. But what is funny is when you have to wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, and see your real life. Now that, sir and ma'am, is funny. Okay. So, with melanated people, thank you so much, Demetrius. What's up, my Ryan, my Libra? With melanated people, my interest in magic is, that's what I do. But I have served, I have supported, I have fought for so many people. Being a conjurer, a mystic, is your gift, your talent. Being a person that when you come to your community, you come to your tribe, you come to your elay, your coven, that you need to be a man or woman of your word. Has nothing to do whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Muslim, whether you are a practitioner of Obeah. It is so important for the follow through. It is so important to be able to communicate to people who and what you're doing and where you are in the process. This is why I think that a lot of my growth is solid. My growth is not due to being popular. My growth is due to people wanting real answers. Somebody being transparent, somebody being consistent, somebody being true to the call. Now, when you try to turn your platform into being funny, I may be funny and I may be hilarious, but that is not the purpose of my platform. My platform is to educate and melanated people that really want to understand and to be able to properly walk in whatever pathway that they're in. Being consistent over a period of time, in such a short time, that I have been able not only to work the other traditions simultaneously by going in and out of ceremonies, physically taking a toll. What I mean by nothing matters until it matters. This is something, I know Brother Johnny is here. He's a Cancer. I'm a Sagittarius, but one thing I don't do is I don't tell people what to do. I give people knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and I let grown people make decisions. So let me explain. Because the church world has used fear tactics, I try to steer clear of utilizing fear in order to motivate people to do what they need to do. So, Brother Johnny was coming to the church sporadically. And he's the father of our church. And what I saw death around him. And I said, Brother Johnny, you really need to get your graveyard work done. I wouldn't tell him that I saw death around him. What I told him is that this is something you really need. Let me explain why I didn't do that. If you trust your leader or your elder, and anybody has been following me, I won't bring something to you you do not need. I won't tell you you have to do it. I won't tell you it's something that you have to do right away. I don't operate like that. If you understand how I function, you would know why I steer you to get your love incense or your burn this or do that. Because I see something. Just like I don't go and do something unless I have purpose. The same reason why I would tell my kids or my children or my loved ones and my family to do something that there's no benefit to it. I would never encourage any client or any godson or goddaughter or spiritual son or spiritual daughter in something that is not for their personal benefit. This is how I've operated for years. But what happened was he was giving towards his graveyard work. And the moment that he paid off his graveyard work, he had a grandchild that was in intensive care. Soon as he paid that graveyard work off, God brought that grandchild home out of intensive care. You don't know. This is why I tell people nothing matters to black people until it matters. You will sit around here in your life and not get your tools. You will sit here and say, oh, I'll put that off today for tomorrow. You don't know what tomorrow holds. And I'm saying this to my babies in spirituality with me. And I'm giving you some wisdom. Keish, this is, me and you already talked. This is not directed at you, but it's for everybody. I want y'all to understand this. Never let somebody else's situation that they have the same opportunity to get the same help, the same assistance, to buy in, to pay in, to invest in the same system, that they choose not to. And they want you to use your spiritual credit for them. What happens when I do certain works for people, I take on that cross for them. And I'm 51 years of age. This is what I tell people that grow up in the church. Everybody you can't pray for. Everybody you can't intervene for. Because everybody don't believe in what you're doing. And then you don't want people to know that you have certain connection with certain people. And then when something happens with you or your child, you don't use up your credit or your resources for other people, and now you're in a need. If people can't take your witness or your testimony as enough to get involved into something that is going to benefit them, you could tell black people to get life insurance all day long. I'm here for melanated people. You could tell melanated people all day long to get life insurance. And they will put it off, and they have all kind of reasons they can afford. But when your ass die, not everybody got to get up in here and try to come up with money and beg people or whatever. But just as sure as you living, you going to leave here. You going to leave here whether you rich or poor. I want y'all to understand something. God gave you favor in particular. I'm going to say this again. Know when God has particularly pulled you out and gave you favor with a man or woman. And y'all need to understand that. And people will use you for that favor. But when it's your time, they ain't got nobody. Even if they had somebody, they wouldn't call on you. They wouldn't call them for you. But a lot of times when God bless you, you have compassion for other people that they don't have for you. The things that you would do for them, they won't do for you. And I'm not saying that situation, but when you out here in these spiritual streets, understand your sacrifice. Understand that you're the one putting what you got to do on the line. And they can do the exact same thing. With black people, certain things don't matter until they matter. We can tell black people all day long, save for a rainy day. We can tell black people all day long, forecast that certain things are gonna come. A hurricane gonna come. Most black, they don't want to be prepared, because to them, to be prepared is spending money unnecessarily until they need that. Now all of a sudden, you don't need a generator until you need a generator. You don't need a gas can until you need a gas can. No matter how much wisdom means to prepare, giving you insight before something. We all got situations and circumstances. I know what's coming, and I am making sacrifices right now. I'm not going to wait till the situation manifests before I address it. I am getting in position so when it shows up, I can handle it and continue to live. I'm going to say this again. Everything's funny. Everything's ridiculous. So you don't need root work. You don't need black magic. You don't need Oya. All you need is Jesus until you need Ogun. All you need is Jesus and Christianity until you need voodoo. All you need right now is to give your tithe and offering to a man or woman that has absolutely no connection to the divine. Now all of a sudden, now you got to run around and find you a good root worker, or an OB a man, or OB a woman, a medicine woman. Nothing with black people. I'm talking to my people. All around the globe, nothing matters. Nothing's significant. Nothing's important. Everything is giggles until shit get real. What's up there, my Shamari from Chi-Town? I'm just here to tell you, it's a waste of money to get to take care of your diet. It's a waste of money to get your insurance. You got money for everything else until you need what you really need. Everything's more important. Get your hair done, get your clothes, get your outfit. All of that shit is important until what's important is necessary. And our people, what's up there, my love, my Taurus in the house? Our people, everything is ridiculous. That's black magic until you get fucked up and the blood of Jesus don't work. All of a sudden, I don't have people call me. What is it that I need? Wait a minute. When I was telling you what you needed, you didn't want to give ear. Now all of a sudden, it done got real. All of a sudden, the situation done got out of control. And this is what black people do. You want to try everything else but what works. And you want to wait. Now you want to create an emergency. Let me explain to y'all. A lot of things are not emergency. A lot of things come across as emergency, but it's people that are ill prepared. When Noah told them fuck ass people, the story of Noah, that it was going to rain. And when it rained, it was going to rain for 40 days and 40 nights. It was ha ha, kiki, and giggle. Play with Donald Trump if you want him. Word about whether Kamala Harris black or not. Keep with the bullshit. See, you can play all these games. And let me tell you something. My son said this. Black people, we don't have the luxury of fucking around. We don't have the luxury of hoping for the best. Because we are trying to be restored back to what God has created us to be. And ain't nobody fit to help you to get there. When I say nobody, nobody. If we don't do it, it won't get done. What's up, my Stormy from Detroit? My Sag. That's what happens when you're not a smoker. Nothing matters. Everything costs too much money. Until what you're going through gonna cost you that and some. One thing, I preached this message years ago, now or later. You can pay now or you can pay later. When you do proactive work, you always save money, time, and energy. When you are a responsive person, you always overpay time, energy, and money. When you create the emergencies in your life because you didn't see that it was necessary to study to show yourself approved. You thought it wasn't necessary to take your time and develop and to grow. You thought it was not necessary to go back and educate yourself. You thought it wasn't necessary to get your spiritual classes. You thought it wasn't necessary to take out time to go back and educate yourself so you can get in a better position economically. You the one thought that when I told you take your youth and use it to your advantage, no, you thought it was okay. Go out and give all the pussy you want, give all the ass, you suck all the dick you want. But now that you got health problems, all them nigga dicks you suck, which one I'm gonna show up for you? And I'm talking to the men and the women. All them niggas you done gave some ass to, which one of them gonna say to hold your hand through your sickness? Oh, nothing matters. That it's your body, it's your life, do what you want. But when your ass get down and you get sick and you start having hard trial when you can't do for yourself, that's when everything I told you ahead of time, oh, now it matters. Now you want people to feel sorry for you. But I guarantee the average black person, they don't have to be rich. If they had adhered to the information that was given to them, the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding that was given to them beforehand. What's up there, my Aquarius from Hawaii? Aloha. Why we got to always be behind the ball? Why we got to always be up against the ball? Why we got to wait till somebody gets shot in the face? Why we got to why we have to have the devastation? And then, all of a sudden, oh, we need to come together. Let me tell y'all something about black people, because I can talk about my own people. We only want to come together after shit done happened. But do you really know what would happen if black people come together before shit happened? Because if we came together before shit happened, shit wouldn't happen. Uh-oh. If we came together with clarity and understanding before anything went down, guess what wouldn't have went down? But no, we want to wait after the child is dead. That young boy that I can't remember where this out state it was in. The young boy in 2024, niggas are still being hung. Huh? See, you don't need root work and voodoo and Santeria and Lakumi, all of this. Because your white Jesus should have told you and should have kept your son from being hung by them crackers. But we want to holler, scream, and Facebook, and we all need help. No. How about we come together before another one of our children or our brothers or our uncles or our fathers be hung in another tree by some racist ass people? Why we got to wait till something happens? Somebody got to lose their life before we say, you know what? Here we got a couple of people that is in the ATRs, and we're going to support them because we need many and more people on a platform that have a voice and power, not just a voice. Because we got to be more than lip service. You got to be actually able to do your practice, manifest your practice. Because we need workers. I don't care what you practice. You can work with monkeys if you want to in my world. As long as them monkeys get the job done, monkey up. But the mere fact that we got all these people out here in these ATRs, and the same shit that happened 50 years, 70 years, 80 years, 100 years ago, it's still happening right now. There's a problem, sir, man. I don't know if you see it, but I don't need you to rob. I don't need you to rob my house. Before I figure out I need to protect my assets. I don't need you to steal what God has given me before I get and protect what's mine. Our people, And this is the sack of goat nuts. And I have to smoke cigars, which I don't, not a smoker, so, but I have to put certain things so Padrino can get it back. Because he got something, he got to fix that for me, for my protection. Now, I don't mind holding my own nuts. But now I got to hold goat nuts. But if the goat nuts gonna protect me, it is what it is. So, I have strategized, I have created incense, I created candles, I have created so many avenues. And this is where people think I'm being cold. This is Capricorn. It's your life. It's your life. If you want to be ill prepared, when circumstances, the Bible used a parable about building your house on a solid foundation and then building your house on sand. Both houses, the winds came, the floods came. Everybody gonna deal with the storms. But how prepared and how solid you are, it's the storms you're gonna weather. A lot of losses you take because you don't get prepared. You don't have to be rich. If a squirrel got enough sense to prepare and build up nuts, a squirrel don't eat up all the nuts. The squirrel knows that a time gonna come where he can't gather. And so therefore he understands, like, we are made in the imagery and the likeness of the divine. How we don't have the smarts to... Ain't nothing wrong with you being gay. I don't know why you, out of all the dicks that you can be sucking, licking, and doing what you do on, why that dick? Why that dick can't be connected to a body and a brain that actually got it for you? I don't care if you're gonna whore and ho-hop, why you home with them? Of all the people you can hold with, why them? Why are they your pickings? Even in your weaknesses, why you can't utilize wisdom? Even in your setbacks, why you can't utilize wisdom? When your backup is against the wall, why you just cannot utilize wisdom? You don't have to be on top to utilize wisdom. Wisdom does not expire. Wisdom don't show up and say, well, because you in the gutter, I can't work for you. Wisdom's arm is not too short to save. Why you can't stop in the middle of your madness and say, wait a minute. Let me, like the prodigal son. He came to himself. There's no excuse because you don't have the money you would like to have. There's no excuse because your family don't support. There's wisdom, knowledge, and understanding wherever you are. I give that freely to melanated people. And you still get up and use an excuse. I get out here and I do the heavy lifting for you to experience real power, real manifestation. And half of y'all, the only hard part you have to do when working with me is to donate. Cash App, Zelle. Other than that, I might give you some product, but I take care of the majority of it. And I get on here and tell you this is why this particular knowledge is important. This is why this particular wisdom is essential. This is why this particular understanding will bring clarity to you. Who else is taking our time for you to have understanding of Piscean energy? Who else is taking our time for you to understand and have clarity of your Capricorn energy? Who else is taking our time that you really understand the breakdown of your Aquarius energy? Who else is telling you about your Sagittarian or I freely? Because you don't have an excuse not to make your reality what you desire to be. I told you, I said, y'all gonna stop. Y'all need to start checking these crackers. You don't have to worry about white folk, but some of these crackers, nip that on the bud. They too comfortable. I don't want to hear about Donald Trump with an assassination. If he ain't hung in a tree and his nuts castrated, I'm bothered. That white man's life is not more valuable than that black boy that was hanging from that tree. Not in my world. Huh? Why isn't the young lady that got her face blown off by a police officer, why they ain't all over the world? Who the fuck is Donald Trump? He done lived, he done got his ass done, he done did everything he wanted to do. But that young black man, he just started living. Mother Susan, the mother of the church, when she got Donald Trump said, I almost cussed. I don't give no damns about an assassination on an old bitch that have done so much harm to melanated people. Why? When you got young boys and you got black women die because of malpractice in hospitals against black melanated women, dying in childbirth. Why would I told you, nothing matters until it matters. You the one make your life insignificant. You the one make your life unimportant because of the bullshit you allow. The standards that you don't stand for yourself. I'm telling you, the same man that when I was talking to a young lady today, a melanated young lady today while I was making a delivery. And she was talking about how her husband got her spoiled. And how he opened the door and do all this other stuff. And she's a woman of age. And I was telling her, and she said she was at Wawa, she was coming in and she said there was a guy that was standing behind her and she was at the door because her husband got her train and she would stop at the door and the guy looked at her and he opened the door for her. It was because Wawa got two doors. He got the first door and the second door. And he opened for both the doors. And I told her, and my point is to bring this up. It don't care how of a piece of shit a man is. It's how you handle yourself. And even that man, no matter if he was white, Latin, whatever he was, he's going to respond because of what you demand. She didn't tell you, but she as a lady understood that was a man and he need to open that door. You so busy trying to be a man. And I'm telling some of y'all, let me tell y'all something. If y'all don't stop women that want a man and want a relationship, all you other bitches, you ain't got to listen to what I'm about to say. But the ones out there want relationships and want to be somebody's wife, listen to me. If you don't stop listening to these lesbian ass women on these social media platforms that don't want no dick nowhere inside of them, they want to eat pussy all the days of their life, which is their prerogative. But it ain't fair for you to tell women that want men in their life about they don't need no man. You need to consider the source. I done told you bitches to stop doing it. I done told you bitches stop listening to women that ain't got no man. I done told y'all to stop listening to people that can't give you what they ain't got. They can't give you what they don't have. And it takes a mature woman to want you to have something she ain't never had. That bitch got to be sold out for Jesus. For her to do that, she ain't did it for her daughter, she ain't did it for her niece, she ain't did it for her mama, she ain't did it for her grandma. She gonna do it for you because you was a client Oh boy, you asking for a lot. Yours, ma'am. You're asking for a lot. Because if you don't understand what a woman is, then I understand why you go for it. She wants you to have the house with the white picket fence, and that bitch live in a one bedroom, and she gonna want God to bless you above her. You must be on no black women. I know my mama love my sister, and my mama done said to me, "Oh, if she ain't no better than me. If I had to go through it, she ought to go." I said, "You shouldn't want her to go through that." And that's her. And ain't nobody on planet Earth under the sun gonna tell me my mama don't love my sister, cause she do. But she's still a woman. She might be your mama, but she's a woman. She might be your auntie, but she's still a woman. She might be your mambo. She might be your yaya, but she's still a woman. Let me tell y'all something. I can easily come on here if it's about money and come on here and sell my products and even to the men and the women and tell you everything you think you want to hear. And just fuck up more generation. Or I can come on here and be honest with you, be real with you. All of this pretending that we are moving forward. All this pretending that we are more smart and more knowledgeable than we are when our foreparents were, when we're dealing with the same chaos that they're dealing with, and we're not handling it better than them, we're actually handling it worse than they are. Somebody got to sound the alarm. And I am tired of people getting involved in the ATR when you ain't mature. You're not realistic. You ain't even coming into this. It's called it's called spiritual work because it's work. Bitch, you don't like working nowhere. Huh? I wouldn't care if they're paying you $175 an hour. You wouldn't show up to work. How you gonna be a conjurer? How you gonna be a midwife? How you gonna be a medicine woman? Explain that to me. You don't want to have clean your pussy. And it's a self-cleaning organism. Organ. The same thing men be doing in Christianity, they do the same thing in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Kumi, Congo, and Palo. You can talk stronger to a woman than you can a man. The stuff that I done had to contend with men in just church world, period, I be saying to myself, why is your wife getting you pussy? Why is your girlfriend getting you pussy? Why is your boyfriend sucking your dick and licking your nuts? I don't. If I can't count on you, and I'm a self-sufficient man, if I don't have confidence that you can be consistent and continue a particular way, then I'm trying to figure out if you can't do it for me as a man, how you gonna bring security to your mama, your sister, your auntie, how? When it don't even bother you. This don't even bother you. But you want to be a Tata. You want to be a Bokor. You want to practice the dark arts. Sure. When men whine more than women, somebody trying to use me. Not young men, older men. You done seen how many moons? You done been through how many seasons? I said this before and I'm going to say it again. I don't know what you think I went through all of these ceremonies and got these calls. One thing I strive to do on my platform, especially with melanated women, is not to disappoint. I work hard. I give up sleep. I don't have a time. No matter how I'm feeling, if you have worked with Chief Apostle, I'll be up all time of night trying to bring home the gold for melanated women because I am tired of black women being disappointed in black men. I'm just utterly tired. Some of y'all niggas make us have to work so hard. So hard. Because you can't use the soft shell ass nigga. Huh? You want to be a powerful mystic and conjurer. Huh? She blowing your nuts and now you done gave her everything you got. Weak ass. She ain't got no confidence in you because she already know she can manipulate you. And if she can manipulate you, she know her enemies can manipulate you. Isn't that what Kamala Harris proved about Donald Trump right in front of the whole world? If she can bait him, Hillary Clinton said the same thing. And she ain't just say it, she baited him. The reason why your black woman don't have no confidence in because you can't see through her bullshit. It ain't nothing, it ain't rocket science, sir. She know if she can lie to your monkey ass, then anybody else can lie to you. Why would she have confidence when you can't see through her bullshit? Yes, she gonna get mad if you call her on her bullshit, but at least she know you can see through it. At least she know you know she lying. That means if your enemy come up, she know you can see through their bullshit. That's why she don't trust you. It don't matter if she rich, poor, gay, straight or bi. She's still a woman. And you don't give her confidence. With black folks, I'm going to say it again. If you want to practice real magic, and you have the mentality that nothing matters until it matters, you're going to always stay in stress. A lot of us are going through things that we really shouldn't be going through if we made the proper sacrifices to get in position. The 4 seasons are not going to change. Summer is always going to be summer. As long as there's a sun and a moon in the solar system, there's going to be a winter. How old do you have to be till you become prepared? Huh? Explain that. How you going to do root work and you don't understand the seasons? You don't understand the almanac. How you going to do work with water and the fish cauldron? How? And then you can't generate money. Like these prices that I give out here are nothing compared to what I give. That's why I don't take certain things seriously. Because if you can't afford this, you can't afford to do real magic. Not real magic. If you cannot come up with those type of resources and do it on a continual basis, that lets you know how you have to get up on your game. Just saying to yourself, oh, I just have to do without. You can't afford to keep doing without. You can't afford not to walk with certain protection. Are you understanding? Don't wait until something happens to your child or your love. Some of you guys right now, and I've said this in my church, so I ain't saying nothing behind nobody's back. You love your people like that. I don't. The mere fact that you're getting an opportunity to be a part of something, so if something happens to your loved one, you have your own tools to help your loved ones. If you want to sacrifice your ache and your chi, your prana for your loved one, you can. And then when you help them out of their dilemma and they don't acknowledge you, they don't thank you, you can be mad and they can be mad with your loved one. I don't have to sit here and say I don't sacrifice myself for somebody that don't support me. Do you understand? I tell my church people all the time, you got it for your family. I'm trying to get you into a place that if something happened to your loved one, that you can be there, assist however you so choose. Because in everybody's life, there's going to be some rain, baby. I don't care how powerful you get. I don't care how scratch, tuck, initiated you get. Everybody gets some of this rain. Everybody gets some of this flood. Everybody gets some of this wind. And you're getting the opportunity to get the things that you need. Your own soap, your own towels, your own toiletries, your own refrigerator, your own deep freezer, your own generator. My mom used to say it all the time. My mom, Virgo, God bless the child that has his own. Nothing matters to black folks until it matters. You will go without until now it's essential. Now all of a sudden it's an emergency. It's an emergency. It's an emergency. I'm 51 years old. If, according to the Bible, we get 70 years, if I live longer than 70, praise God. If I don't, you act like people like me gonna be existing for a long time. It ain't. You act like I'm gonna be always accessible to you. This is what's gonna help you grow up as a grown man or woman and say, I can't be bullshitting out here. Because if something go down with my loved one, I want to be in position to fight the good fight of faith. I want to be just like Apostle Eli. I want to be able to talk my shit and handle my business. Whether it's my child, whether it's my dog, whether it's my cat. You're not walking over me. You're not going to subdue me. And you're not going to defeat me. And just like you ain't going to defeat me, you ain't going to defeat what's up under my arm. What's up under my tits. What's up under my pubic hairs. Now, you might not talk at use the metaphors I do. Or the verbiage. But at the end of the day, you want to be able to stand your own ground. See, I had to learn why I needed to get up early and pray out through the night. Because everybody, I'm going to tell you, if you don't got it for me like that, I'm not going to walk the flow for you. Walk the flow means that when a mother, her child is in trouble, she'll stay up all night, or a father, their son in trouble. That means they're going to stay up all night and they're going to pray. They're going to pray all night. They're going to lose sleep. When you ain't got nobody in your life that willing to lose sleep for you, bitch, you ain't got nothing. I don't care where you live at. I don't care where your address is. I don't care who your tata is. I don't care who your mambo is. I don't care who your hugan is. I don't care who your yaya is. If they ain't willing to lose sleep to fight over you, baby, you ain't got nothing. Huh? Minister Mario been dead since 2023, June the 21st. And he get flowers every week. When you are not valued, and ain't nobody finna get up and work their cauldron for you, ain't nobody finna work their book of songs for you, ain't nobody finna work their candles for you, baby, don't play with that. When God bless you to have relationships, value those. Think it's a game. Get caught out in this life without a bitch that know how to swim in deep waters. I'm going to say this again. Get caught out up here in life and not have somebody that know how to deal with real pressure. Real pressure. Not when this person ain't doing right and they just keep creating problems for themselves. I'm talking about somebody that know how to deal with opposition. Do you hear me? Keep on black people. Keep having that bitch as your best friend. And that's your best enemy. Keep on. It don't matter until that bitch done took your husband, your dog, and your cat and whooped your ass. And whooped your ass and got a baby. Now all of a sudden you need a reversal. All of a sudden now you need to stop that bitch power. You could have stopped that bitch a long time ago. You could have stopped that bitch a long time ago. The first church service when she looked at your husband and winked her eye. You should have, that bitch would have needed a patch over her eye. Huh? They'd have been calling her left eye. But you didn't do it because you were trying to be the bigger person. Now she done got your husband Big Rod on the inside of her. Congratulations. Keep on with the philosophies of Christianity. Keep on with the, I'm going to be a bigger person and I'm going to do. Go ahead. Keep on with that mentality. It ain't going to matter until it matters. You got time. Keep on playing. You got time. The Lord understands. You got time. God understands you. Keep on with that until something real happens. And at that point, you're going to try to create an emergency when it's really not an emergency. It is that you've been ill prepared and you ain't never prepared because you're always expecting somebody else to take from what they have prepared for to give it to you. And baby, that's a hell of a gamble. That's a hell of a gamble to get into a space and a place hoping that somebody have mercy or compassion on you. And I don't know what time you think we living in, but you can't hardly get that with your own family. And y'all done sat at the same table and ate. You can't hardly get grace and mercy from the same brothers and sisters that came out the same pussy. And you gonna gamble, you gonna get down to a place where you actually need somebody. They were talking about when I was going through my crowning process and they told me I couldn't come up with the money. It had to come from the people. And they wonder why I was crying. I like, these niggas don't care for me. I'm like, Lord, I got to count on these. Oh my Lord Jesus. I didn't even know God was going to use my platform. Did not even know. I was crying. I see what these niggas do to themselves. Gee, Lord, I watch what they do to their own loved one that they say they love. And now I got to trust through the people. Oh my God, Jesus. I thought I was crying. And I'm not a teary-eyed man. I done cried more than this in my 40s. I'm like, what is going on? I watch how people treat people. I watch the excuses people have absolutely no problem giving folks. After the doctor and the nurse have charged your insurance, they're going to come out there and tell you, we so sorry. We did everything we could. But they're gone. And they still get paid. It don't matter till it matter, y'all. Keep on out here talking about who trying to tell you what to do. I done told y'all young ladies over and over, get y'all tools. I done told these young men, get your tools to get your money right. Because I don't care if you gay, straight, or bi. Whoever you with, you're going to have to be a provider and a protector. It don't matter if you don't ever be a six-figure man, you still going to have to be a provider and a protector. It doesn't matter if you ever going to be a Proverb 31 woman. You're going to still have to be able to, half you hoes can't clean. I don't know how you going to be a wise woman and a conjurer. But you can't even hold together a partner. If you can't make good pancakes, how you going to do good conjuring? Potions. Oh, nasty ass oatmeal. Oh, hard ass cookies. Oh, dry ass beans. The bread so brittle. Bitch, I asked for cornbread, not brittle. But you want to do matching. Okay. Nothing matters. Oh, he being mean. He's being harsh. None of this matters until you get in a real situation and you need real conjuring. You will need real connection. That's when it's going to cost you. I ain't trying to. I'm tired. I've been sounding an alarm for black people for years. When are you going to wake up? When are you going to start doing real root work? When are you going to stop running around here talking about, oh, you ain't got to spend like that. You ain't got to get up. Much is given, much is required. If you sow sparingly, you going to reap sparingly. Bitch, it don't matter if you a Christian or not. You sow plums, you getting plums. You're not going to get grapes and watermelons. That's not Apostle Edith's opinion. It's universal law. Oh, Apostle Eli, I got to do my this and all right, no problem. It ain't my life. Some of y'all, let me tell you something, and take this from somebody that has assets and got stuff going on. You cannot afford not to protect what you got. It don't matter who you're in a relationship with, whether you by yourself or in a relationship. You have to spiritually protect you. You are the enterprise, you are the business, you are the commodity, you are the enterprise. Are you hearing me? Because nobody is going to keep your vision going like you. You the one that keeps everything what it is. When you go down, it go down. When that goes into another hand, somebody else see that thing totally different. You don't believe me? What I'm saying? Give your money from now for a whole month. Give your money to somebody you claim to trust. And see if they don't spend your money differently than you do. And see if you don't have a problem the way they spending your money. Ain't nobody gonna value what you value more than you. You could take that however you want to take that. Gay, straight, or bi. Ifa, voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi. Nothing matters to black people. And shit start mattering. Do you think I want to be sitting here holding? I got my own nuts that I want to play with. But I got to play with this goat's nuts. You think I want to smoke a cigar? I don't care. I don't get enjoyment out of smoking cigars and liquor. Especially the liquor that I have to deal with. Huh? You think that's all I want to do in my life? But guess what? This is my life. And then all I'm asking for my tribe and my congregation and anybody that support me is to appreciate the sacrifice that I'm doing with my physical body. Demetrius had been there, done that, and never again. I want y'all to learn magic. And I like, if you're going to learn up on me, I'm going to tell you how it is. Because some of y'all, I just want to help people. Go, helping black people, it come with a double-edged sword. And I love my people. But it is what it is. Get your graveyard work up. Get your, it's not gonna, none of this stuff I'm saying is gonna matter until something happens and you're gonna say, oh my God, if I wish I'd have. You don't want to live your life like that. You don't want to be a reactive individual. I don't care if you don't ever get as deep as I am in these ATRs. Just everyday life. I tell you what, run out of toilet paper. And then tell some people you ain't got no toilet paper. And see how many people break their back to make sure you got toilet paper to wipe your ass. Don't take my word for it. Just do a little experiment so you can see the reality. How many people drop by with a roll of toilet paper to make sure you can clean your ass? You don't have to get down sick to figure out how far or how not far somebody willing to go. Because some of y'all scared to do it because you already know. So you shouldn't be playing. And if you in a situation like me, if you don't get up and do it, it ain't gonna be done. You sure can't play. If you are individual, no matter what your practice is, if you're an individual that if you don't get up and do what you got to do, your mom ain't gonna do it, your children ain't gonna. If you're 5 years old, don't play. Cause you already know. Down go Frazier. You can take that however you want to take it. It ain't nothing but the truth. If you in a situation, I'm going to say it again for somebody that's slow, that's all the way in the back and got headphones on. If you in a situation and you're cognizant that if you don't get up and do, it won't get done. Do not play with your life. Do not play with your health. Do not play with your finances. And don't let nobody play with them. Because if you get in a place, they're not giving you no helping hand. Their hands were only there to take. Their hands were not in your life to help. I told some men, you need to do this. I done told some women, you need to do this. But I ain't gonna never push you in there because you grown. And that's how I operate, and that's what I think. But nothing, sir and ma'am, matters until it matters. I know I can't depend on nobody. Minister Mario, son of a toe, he gone. He got up every day and lay down every night living for Apostle Eden. I ain't got nobody else that's doing that. And I don't live my life like I do. Because if I don't get my black ass up and go up and down the road and do whatever I need to do, it won't get done. Huh? Every now and then somebody will drop in. Every now and then somebody will do this. My life ain't every now and then. My life is 24/7. When you realize and you stop the shenanigans, you're going to find yourself in a place of security. You're going to find yourself a place of stability. And you're going to find yourself in a place of peace. And you're going to find yourself not mad with people either. I read it from my writing. I want somebody to tell me on this live, where's the lies? Tell me, Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Kamdemle, Christianity, Islam, Jehovah's Witness, AME Church. Just somebody tell me where the lies. Melanated people, where the lies? Tell me where it wasn't factual. Ryan, I'm going to do your reading, but you need to read Psalm 121. Ryan, read Psalm 121 and call your name 9 times. I'm not that one that Beyonce was singing about, to the left, to the left. Keep on. And when you look up, I'm going to be gone. And you're going to be stuck back here with these old fuckheads. And you're going to be hollering by, never would have made it without you. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee that which is in the dark, bring it to light of my eyes concerning Ryan the Libra. Ebasa. Ryan the Libra. Ryan the Libra. What is it that this Libra needs to focus on? I work a full-time job, physical job, and still come out here and give y'all good love. Ryan the Libra. What is that this Libra needs to focus on? And let me tell you something. Never give up on you. Never. Stop doing wrong by you and start doing right by you. And see how things change. Is it believe? It's like blood. Miranda said it's not a lie. Okay, I got you. Ryan Weaver. I want all of y'all that don't supported me to think about it. That when you gave your money for me crowning, I got crowned. I want you to give me credit for being a man of my word. I'm not a waste of your time, energy, or resources. I told you I was getting Kobe in date. Got it. Everything I tell you I'm going after, I get it. I have the evidence of it. I'm not these other people out here talking about going to build a church and all that, and you ain't never seen no church, ain't seen no school bus. All you seen is new hats, new cars, new shoes, and new outfits. That ain't me. All right, Ryan, your shadow card comes up, miracle making. And I love that being ruled by Venus. Samet Yud Tet. It says, I free myself from all selfish, envy, anger, and self-pity. This is shadow. By rejecting these negative temptations. Temptations are nothing but tests. It says, I am free to invoke this name by igniting the power of miracles in my life. This particular card in shadow is talking about not allowing self, overthinking, any form of selfishness to get in the way of what the divine is trying to do for you. Because this card right here is indicating miracles are trying to manifest, because this is in shadow. That means this is something behind the scene that you need to focus on. There's something trying to happen in your behalf. And this card right here is saying reject the temptation. Whether it's distraction, I don't know what's going on right now, but this shadow card is talking about for you to reject the distraction. Your middle card said absolute certainty. This is your present card. It says a yin resh yud. It says by using this name, I will fill my heart with certainty, gratitude, conviction, sureness, and trust. This is a very good, stable card for Libra. Libra is all about balancing the scale. This is a really good card coming off of the shadow card into your present. Talking about levels of confidence. So this is really, really good in your inward work of being stable. And then your outcome card talks about memories. Memories is it says Va Shin Resh. It says the power of memory arises within my consciousness. Lessons of life are deeply ingrained in my being. This card is talking about a lot of the things that you're going to overcome is because you've already been through a lot of them. Understand this, Ryan. Once you learn the formula, you can break down any problem. If you focus on the problem, you will only be able to address that problem. But if you learn the formula of how to resolve your issues through this right here saying, this is something that you've already gone through, just maybe a different person, a different situation, same thing. This means that you can overcome by experience alone. Those that do not know, I read from these cards because when I work these cards, this is real spell work. This is Hebrew. This is fire magic. That's why I work with the Hebrew alphabet. That's why I'm really good at Kabbalah, because Hebrew language is a fire language. And so therefore, I work with a lot of fire magic. And so even when I use my readings, these cards light the way for me to be able to see into the lives of people's energies and what is going on. So this is why I do really well with these in particular, because my Leo, which is Sun, sits in the house of Virgo, which allows me to see sicknesses and enemies. And that's why I'm a warrior, because I'm here to kill, subdue enemies and sickness. That's why majority all of my Orishas and my Impungos, all of them have a lot to do with death and the grave and ancestors and all that, because I'm a healer. And a lot of us need cellular healing, ancestral healing. All right. I know I'm a night owl, so I got to. I appreciate you allowing me to read you in the open. And if you do this stuff like where you're causing stuff like the amount of animals decomposing and stuff, so you got to keep up on your house, because you're going to have a lot of critters. I have a lot of herbs and different stuff So it's like nature to them. So they are very attracted to my house because I have a lot of natural stuff. And so animals and all of that stuff is constantly around. But what did both say? Is a man of his word and deliver. Thank you, my Pisces. Let me tell y'all something. What I'm saying right now is not significant until it's significant. None of this consistency, none of this being a man of your word, loyalty, none of this shit matters until it matters. Me not being a turncoat, me not being a bootlicker, me not could be sold out, you know, for $1. None of this shit, all this sound good. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he hard work. None of this shit matters until it matters. Me going beyond the call of duty, what you done paid or supported me for, I go beyond it. None of that matters until it matters. Until you get somebody else that don't go beyond the call of duty. Until you get somebody else that you can't, that can get bought out. Until you get somebody else that ain't solid like that. All of this right here, that people kind of act like it's nonchalant, like it's not a big deal about who Chief Apostle Ely is. That I'm not a judgmental person, that I'm not going to mistreat you because you're poor, or I'm not going to mistreat you because you gay, straight, or bi. I'm not going to mistreat you because you come in and don't know this and that. I'm going to treat you like I want to be treated. None of this matters until you get out there among other people that don't feel none of this that I'm talking about. And then you get handled. You get taken advantage of for real. Because over here you're lying. Over here you're not being honest. But out here in this real world, it's plenty of people do all those things you over here lying about. See, when you got a good man or a good woman, you spend your time trying to tear up that relationship. But baby, the day, the hour, the minute, or the second you lose them, they don't have to do nothing to you. Because the opposite of good is bad. The opposite of being faithful is unfaithful. This is why y'all think somebody doing juju or conjure or mysticism on you. They're not doing shit to you. You're getting what you have already rejected. You can't get good because you rejected that. You can't get peace because you rejected that. You can't get faithfulness because you rejected that. You can't get consistency because you rejected that. The opposite is what you desire. Don't get caught up listening to other people bullshit, sir, ma'am, and mess around and mess up relationships that they can't give you back. Ain't nobody gonna mess my relationship with the divine. Cause I told my wife this. I'm not gonna lose God after you. I said, because God can give me another wife. You can't give me another God. Some of y'all out here giving God up for a whole lot of bullshit. Talking about what will a man give for his soul. At least in Yahshua's situation in the Bible, at least Satan was Satan was offering him the kingdoms of this world. That nigga ain't even offered you a Klondike bar. The nigga taking you out to Red Lobster when they have running a special. 2 for 1. You sit down at Fridays on a special. And that's what you gonna deny your ego? You gonna deny your You gonna let this Negro skeet on your sheets he ain't bought? And I'm talking to the gays too. They ain't bought no laundry detergent. They ain't bought no washing machine and dryer. And you gonna let him bust? Nigga, bust on that shirt you wore. Bust on them drawers that you wore. Why you want my towel and my toilet paper to clean up? You ain't brought nothing in. You takes nothing out. It don't matter. All this is hee hee ha ha until it matters. And I'm done. I'm done. I love y'all. Hit them like button. Hit the shares. People like me on the platform, it don't matter until you ain't got it no more. It don't matter until, oh my God, I remember. It don't matter. It don't matter until you need somebody to be straight up with you. And normally with black people, it's always in an emergency situation. All right? Love y'all. See y'all on the flip.